Good morning and welcome to our channel where we dive deep into the wildest moments in television history. Today we're talking about the explosive day that legendary actor Sean Penn, yes, the man who died in literally everything, stormed off the set of ITV's Loose Women after a blazing row with panel favorite Denise Welch. If you thought Ned Stark's death was dramatic, wait until you hear how this real-life showdown unfolded in front of a live studio audience. Reports say the Game of Thrones star was invited on to promote his latest project, but things turned nuclear within minutes when the conversation veered into politics, mental health, and personal responsibility. What started as lighthearted banter about his tough guy roles quickly spiraled into a full-blown argument that left the other panelists stunned and the audience gasping. By the end of it, Sean Penn reportedly told Denise Welch to shut your gob before ripping off his microphone and marching off set, never to return. This is the story everyone is talking about, and trust me, the clips are absolutely unhinged. We've got the timeline, the exact quotes, the backstage gossip, and even what the producers did next. So grab a cuppa, settle in, and let's unpack one of the most chaotic daytime TV moments of the decade that still has people choosing sides years later. Let's set the scene properly. It was a bright Tuesday morning in 20XX, and the Loose Women studio was buzzing with excitement because Sean Penn, Baromar himself, was in the building. The panel that day included Denise Welch, who's never been shy about speaking her mind, alongside Nadia Sawalha, Jane Moore, and Linda Robson. Sean was there to talk about his new BBC prison drama Time, where he plays a conflicted inmate, ironically a role that requires a lot of brooding silence, something he clearly wasn't in the mood for that day. The interview started innocently enough. The ladies gushed over his career, asked about working with Viggo Mortensen, and even joked about his infamous on-screen death count. Sean was smiling, charming in that gruff Yorkshire way, until Denise Welch decided to pivot the conversation to addiction and recovery. Now, Denise has been very open about her own battles with alcohol and depression, and she started pressing Sean on whether actors who play dark characters ever struggle with the emotional weight afterwards. Sean, who has spoken in the past about enjoying a drink or two, seemed to bristle at the implication that he needed help or that his tough exterior was just an act. That's when the temperature in the room changed. Denise said something along the lines of, "Come on Sean, we all know behind that macho northern bloke image there's a sensitive soul. You can't play all these tortured men without it affecting you." Sean laughed it off at first, but you could see his jaw tighten. Then Denise pushed further, referencing his well-documented love of pubs and football, and suggested that maybe some men of his generation use lad culture to mask deeper issues. The audience gave a nervous ooh because everyone could sense the shift. Sean responded with, "I'm not here to be psychoanalyzed by you love, I'm here to talk about the show." But Denise, never one to back down, fired back that she was just trying to have an honest conversation and that men like him needed to open up more. The other panelists tried to defuse it. Nadia jumped in with a joke about Sean's horse riding scenes in Lord of the Rings, but the damage was done. Sean's face went full Winterfell in winter mode. He muttered, "I've had enough of this nonsense," and the camera caught him unclipping his mic pack right there on live television. Now here's where it gets properly legendary. As Sean stood up, towering over the desk in his black shirt and jeans, Denise kept talking, saying, "Oh here we go. Another man who can't handle a strong woman having an opinion." That was the spark that lit the fuse. Sean turned around and delivered the line that has since become internet gold. "Listen, I've fought orcs, I've fought the White Walkers, I've even fought Napoleon, but I'm not sitting here being lectured by you." "Shut your gob, Denise." The audience went dead silent for a split second and then erupted into a mixture of gasps and nervous laughter. You could see the producers and the gallery panicking as Janet Street Porter tried to move things along with, "Right, let's take a break," but Sean was already halfway to the exit. He tossed his microphone onto the sofa like it was the one ring he never wanted in the first place and stormed off set, leaving Denise open-mouthed and the other panelists exchanging wide-eyed looks that basically screamed, "Did that just happen?" Backstage was apparently even more chaotic. Crew members said Sean was fuming, pacing up and down swearing under his breath about patronizing daytime TV witches while his publicist tried to calm him down. Meanwhile, In the green room, Denise was reportedly laughing it off with the team, saying, "Well, he's definitely in character today." ITV bosses went into full damage control mode, cutting straight to an emergency ad break that lasted almost 8 minutes, one of the longest in Loose Women history. When they came back, the panel pretended nothing had happened and moved on to a segment about menopause as if a national treasure hadn't just told one of their regulars to shut her gob on live television. Social media, of course, exploded immediately. #SeanBin and #LooseWomen trended for hours, with memes of Sean riding away on a horse captioned "When you've had enough" of Denise Welch and gifs of Ned Stark's beheading labeled Loose Women producers after that interview. Even Peter Dinklage tweeted a simple sword emoji that sent fans into meltdown. In the days that followed, neither Sean nor Denise apologized publicly, which only fueled the fire. Sean gave a short statement through his agent saying he didn't sign up to be judged and that he wished the show well, while Denise went on her own social media to say she stood by every word and that some men still can't handle women speaking plainly. The incident made front pages from The Sun to The Guardian, with headlines ranging from "Been there, done that" to "Lord of the Wings, Sean flies off the handle." Years later, people still bring it up anytime SeanBin is announced for a chat show, and Denise never misses an opportunity to reference that day Ned Stark walked out on me. Love it or hate it, it remains one of the most talked about moments in daytime TV history, proof that sometimes the real drama isn't in Winterfell or King's Landing, it's right here on a brightly lit sofa in a London studio when two strong personalities decide they're not backing down. So what do you think? Was SeanBin out of order, or did Denise push too far? Drop your thoughts below, and we'll see you in the next one.